Thanks for staying with us. The DMK chief's family came under attack at the assembly today. The state's information minister said that the Tamil film industry was in the control of the former chief minister M. Karunanidhi and his family during the previous DMK regime. As a result of this, he said that it added that the small-time film producers were intimidated to sell their films and the theatre owners were threatened to give away slots for films bought by the family members.
திரைக்கடந்த ஆட்சியாளர்கள் திரைப்பட துறையையே நசுக்க வேண்டும், தன்னுடைய கையிலே வைத்துக் கொள்ள வேண்டும், யாரும் படங்களை தயாரிக்க கூடாது, தயாரித்தாலும் திரையிடக்கூடாது என்ற ஒரு அறிவிக்காத ஒரு கட்டுப்பாட்டை தமிழகம் முழுவதிலும் கொண்டு வைத்திருந்தார்கள். இவருடைய கம்பெனிகள் சிறிய தயாரிப்பாளர்களாக இருந்தாலும் பெரிய தயாரிப்பாளர் படங்களாக இருந்தாலும் சரி, எத்தனை நாள் ஓடக்கூடிய நல்ல படங்களாக இருந்தாலும் தியேட்டரிலே இந்த கம்பெனிகள் சார்பாக வெளியிடப்பட படங்கள் திரையிடப்பட வேண்டும் என்றால் தியேட்டருடைய உரிமையாளர்கள் மிரட்டப்பட்டு அந்த படங்கள் எல்லாம் எடுக்கப்பட்டு இவருடைய படங்கள் தான் ஓடியதாக இருந்தது. ஆனால் இன்றைக்கு த ரூல் ஆஃப் லா என்று சொல்லக்கூடிய சட்டத்தின் ஆட்சியை மாண்புமிகு தமிழகத்தின் முதலமைச்சர் புரட்சித் தலைவி அம்மா அவர்கள் தலைமையிலே நடைபெற்றுக் கொண்டிருக்கிறது.
Now, the Supreme Court today dismissed Justice Dinakaran's plea challenging powers of the Rajya Sabha panel probing charges against him. This even as an impeachment motion against Justice Dinakaran is pending before the Parliament. The panel set up by the Rajya Sabha chairman is examining the corruption and land grab charges against him. The panel headed by a Supreme Court judge framed 14 charges, whereas the Rajya Sabha framed 12 charges. Just to remind you that Mr. Dinakaran had moved the Supreme Court challenging the powers of the panel and contended that the panel could not add more charges than that proposed by the Rajya Sabha. Recently, Dinakaran had resigned as the Chief Justice of the Sikkim High Court. Moving on, the state's housing minister today accused the former state intelligence chief, Mr. Jafar Said, of violating rules in getting allotments from the Tamil Nadu Housing Board. In his reply to the assembly, he told the House that the ADGP had got allotments contrary to the DNHB rules. He added that the investigation into the case was on. Remember, ADGP Said was placed under suspension by the state government after a case was filed against him.
சாபர் ஷேட் முன்னாள் உளவுத்துறை ஏடிஜிபி அவர் திமுக முதலாக 96 ஆட்சிக்கு வரும்பொழுது முகப்பேறு வீட்டு வசதி வாரியத்தில் 4 மனைகள் வாங்கியிருக்கிறார். LIG லோ இன்கம் குரூப் கொடுக்கக்கூடியது 4 மனையும் வாங்கி வீடு கட்டியிருக்கிறார், கட்டடம் கட்டியிருக்கிறார். 10 வருடம் கழித்து 2006 திமுக ஆட்சிக்கு வந்தவுடன் 2 பேரிடம் விற்று விடுகிறார். பிறகு 2007 திருவான்மியூரில் காமராஜர் திட்டப்பகுதி வீட்டு வசதி வாரியத்துக்கு சொந்தமான மனை எண் 550 அவருக்கு ஒதுக்கப்படுகிறது. அப்பழுக்கற்ற அரசு ஊழியர் என்ற தகுதியில் அவருக்கு ஒதுக்கப்படுகிறது. கடந்த பிப்ரவரி மாதம் அவரும் நான் சரண்டர் செய்கிறேன் என்று சொல்லுகிறார். உளவுத்துறை ADGP சாபர் ஷேட்டுக்கு அம்மா ஆட்சிக்கு வரப்போகிறார்கள் என்று 2011 பிப்ரவரியிலே தெரிந்துவிட்டது. ஆட்சிக்கு வந்து விட்டால் நாம் தண்டிக்கப்படுவோம் என்று நினைத்து அவர்கள் வாரியத்தில் அந்த இடத்தை சரண்டர் செய்ய வரும்பொழுது வாரியம் ஏற்றுக்கொள்ள மறுத்துவிட்டது. இப்பொழுது அவர் மீது வழக்கு நடைபெற்றுக் கொண்டிருக்கிறது.
Some disturbing news from the Viluppuram district. A second standard student was allegedly sexually abused by her school correspondent's son. The 9-year-old girl, who was studying in the private school, had reported the incident to her parents, who went on to file a complaint. The police have arrested the accused and investigations are on. Eighteen people who were on an indefinite fast here in Chennai over the last 10 days supporting Anna Hazare's cause have ended their hunger strike. This includes an 81-year-old senior citizen. Activists say this comes following a request by Anna Hazare and Arvind Kejriwal to end their fast and prepare for the next phase of struggle. However, the relay fast by scores of people would continue. Well, the student community has always been at the forefront in supporting this 74-year-old Gandhian in his campaign, and this time those belonging to the MGR Film Institute came together to express their solidarity today. anti-corruption campaigner Anna Hazare has clearly stated that to end his hunger strike, the parliament must debate and pass a tough anti-corruption law based largely upon a draft prepared by his team of activists. That debate on the Lokpal bill will begin tomorrow at 11. While Rahul Gandhi suggests that the Lokpal should be made a constitutional body, many others have emerged with serious differences of opinion. NDTV's group editor Barkha Dutt spoke with the former Chief Election Commissioner T.N. Session, and here's how he reacted.
Tell us a little bit more about your proposal, sir.
No, I am not echoing anybody. I have no conversation with whatsoever with Mr. Rahul Gandhi, for whom I have great regard. These proposals are my own. They have been available for some time. They are available with Sri Ravi Shankar, who is my only correspondent. They have the terms on which government and Mr. Anna Hazare can come to an agreement. The draft of a constitutional amendment and the draft of a Lokpal bill are all available in Delhi. Worked out to the last detail. It can be introduced tomorrow morning. What more should I tell you?
Mr. Session, what would you say to those who say that a constitutional amendment would delay this process at this point, and that the priority is to get Anna Hazare to break his fast?
I agree that the priority is to get Anna Hazare to break his fast. But the constitutional amendment bill can be introduced at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. It is that ready.
And why do you believe that it would be better for the Lokpal to be a constitutional body instead of a statutory one?
Because Parliament is supreme, the Constitution is supreme. Any body you work out for autonomy must have autonomy consistent with the Constitution, not outside the Constitution. If it is protected by the Constitution, it's a great protection. It both strengthens the Constitution and draws strength from the Constitution.
Mr. Session,
You want to legislate also for the states or Lok Ayukta, it can be done only by a constitutional amendment. A constitutional amendment bill cannot be finagled with, can be trifled with very easily. These are the many reasons for a constitutional amendment bill.
Mr. Session, you say that you have been in touch with Sri Ravi Shankar. What has been his response to your proposal?
You must ask him.
And what is your larger assessment of what's happening in the country today? At the moment, we seem scheduled for a debate in Parliament tomorrow. It's not clear with or without a vote.
Parliament is supreme. What my reactions are of sadness.
What saddens you today, sir?
My only reaction.
What saddens you today?
All that is going on saddens me.
Do you believe that Parliament is being undermined?
I don't want to make any political kind of statements.
When we come back on the news tonight, how did the films fare at the box office tonight? A detailed review and some of the reactions up on the other end.